What is going on, YouTube world? My name is Ghiman Mckinney, or you can just call me Juice. That is my nickname. I appreciate you guys for watching this video today, and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Juice Alert. Be sure to smash this like button right now, as it does help these videos get out to the public and the channel to grow. Subscribe to my channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos on here weekly, almost every single day if I can, and turn on post notifications too, so you don't miss a single one of those videos that I post. I have dropped my official playoff predictions for the NFL season for 2019-2020. I have dropped the AFC and an NFC video. You know, I've now finalized who the final teams will be in the playoffs. Be sure to check those videos out right now if you have missed out on those videos to see who I have in the playoffs and why, before I get to my actual Super Bowl prediction for the 2019-20 season, who will be playing in Super Bowl 54 and who ultimately will win that game. I'm going to give you guys a prediction today. These are the teams I have in the playoffs. In the NFC, I got the Eagles, I got the Panthers, I got the 49ers, I got the Packers, I got the Cowboys, I got the Falcons. In the AFC, I have the Patriots, the Chargers, the Browns, the Texans, the Chiefs, and the Steelers. Those are the those are the 12 total teams I have in the playoffs this year. If you have missed out on my in-depth analysis on why these teams are in the playoffs and why certain teams are out of the playoffs, be sure to check out those videos. I'm not going to talk about those videos in this video. This is specifically who are those teams will make and win the Super Bowl. And I'm going to start off with the AFC. In the AFC, it pains me to say it, I'm a huge Deshaun Watson fan. I root for the Texans. I like I like the Chargers. Those are the two teams I'm hoping for and rooting that they will get to the Super Bowl. But in reality, I have the New England Patriots returning back to the Super Bowl this year. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's going to make some people mad. I understand there's some people that hate the Patriots. I get it. But it's just the right pick, in my opinion. The Patriots have the least amount of questions out of any team this year in 2019-2020 coming into the NFL season from the AFC conference. They are even better than they were last year, guys. Let that sink in. The Patriots are a better team than they were last year, okay? And they just won the Super Bowl. Okay, I just think it's an obvious pick. There's too many questions for the other teams in the AFC for me to, make a case for them. Let's start with the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are right there. To me, the Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers have the best shot of knocking off the Patriots this year. Now that Andrew Luck is retired, I don't see the Colts doing anything. Let's start with the Chiefs. I like the Chiefs. I could see them making the Super Bowl this year, but again, the defense is still very bad, guys. It's bad. I understand they added some players in the offseason, but again, they have to go out and prove to me that they can consistently, at least be a serviceable defense. I get it. You added some nice players, but it's not enough. It's not enough. I like Patrick Mahomes. I like Andy Reid, but Andy Reid is yet to get over the hump in the playoffs. He's yet to win that big-time playoff game. He's been in the league for forever. Has never won a Super Bowl quite yet. That's really the only thing missing on his resume. And Patrick Mahomes is still in his second full season starting. Okay, so he's still a baby. Patrick Mahomes is amazing, but he's a baby. The Chargers. They're going to be on a collision course with the Chiefs. They may not even win their division. Now, again, I'm picking the Chargers to win their division this year. I firmly believe that the Chiefs will regress a little bit, just slightly, just due to the fact that I think teams now have film on Patrick Mahomes. But again, the Chargers, I worry about the offensive line. Okay, they are stacked at every position. The offensive line to me is average. Okay, the offensive line needs some work. They need to upgrade that area for me to say that they can knock off a team like the Chiefs or the Patriots in the playoffs. And again, Melvin Gordon is still holding out. I don't know when Melvin Gordon is going to be back. They can still make up for the loss of Melvin Gordon. They're not lacking in that area. They still got Austin Eckler. They still got some very good players. But again, my thing with the Chargers is Melvin Gordon makes that team better. He's a good player. He definitely helps them. And they're also going to have Derwin James. Derwin James is out for some extended period of time. He's an impact player on defense for them. So again, those two players missing some significant time are very key. And lastly, Philip Rivers. What big game has Philip Rivers won in his career? Did you not see the Chargers last year versus the Patriots in the playoffs? Because I did. And they got curb stomped. They got mollywopped. So again, the Chargers, they're a better team than they were last year due to some players they added in the draft. But again, I just don't see the Chargers until they show me that they can step up and win big games. Until Philip Rivers shows he can elevate in big playoff situations, I just can't pick them. And again, their schedule's a little bit too hard. They're on a collision course with the Chiefs. I can't pick them. The Houston Texans, I like them a lot. Deshaun Watson is great, but they have a bad secondary and a bad offensive line. And Bill O'Brien, to me, is not the answer at head coach, okay? And then I go to the Pittsburgh Steelers, okay? I think they'll be improved this year. I do think they'll make the playoffs this year, but again, what's Mike Tomlin's record versus Bill Belichick? What's Big Ben Roethlisberger's record versus Tom Brady? Spoiler alert, they're terrible. Okay, so until they step up and really elevate versus Tom Brady and the Patriots, I can't see the Steelers beating this Patriots team this year. And again, the Cleveland Browns. I like the Cleveland Browns, but again, they have a rookie head coach and a second-year quarterback. So again, the Patriots have the least amount of questions to me. And like I said, to get to the roster, this roster is better than it was last year. Okay, they have a better team than they had last year. They're better at the skill positions. They're younger. They're more athletic. They're faster. Okay, Bill Belichick, Tom Brady. Tom Brady's still one of the 5 best quarterbacks in all of football. Bill Belichick is still the best coach in all of football. Stoney Michel and James White. The Patriots are loaded at running back, okay? They have an elite offensive line, a very talented player. Isaiah Wynn returns this year. They are going to be able to block players up front. The offensive line for the Patriots is elite, guys, okay? And I look at the wide receivers. This is really the big area where I say, wow, because now Josh Gordon is reinstated with this football team. Josh Gordon averaged 18 yards per catch last year. If he plays a full season with Tom Brady and this Patriots offense, they're going to do some special things. They also added N'Keal Harry in the draft, who to me was one of the top 3 wide receivers coming out this year. I love N'Keal Harry a lot. He imposes a physicality that they're going to need in order to replace Rob Gronkowski on the outside. I think N'Keal Harry will fit in nicely this year. They got Julian Edelman, who's not going to be suspended this year. It seems like the Patriots have found a guy, Jacoby Myers, that they like. And again, guys, the Patriots secondary is arguably the best in all football, guys. It really is. It's arguably the best in football. This is the same secondary that held the Chiefs' offense, that prolific Patrick Mahomes offense. Patrick Mahomes out there throwing 50 touchdown passes last year. They held them scoreless in the first half. This is the same offense that held the Rams offense to 3 points in the Super Bowl. They added some players in the offseason through the draft. I like the Patriots secondary. Stephon Gilmore, Jason McCourty, J.C. Jackson, a guy in Jawan Williams who I like coming out of Vanderbilt should contribute this year. Also, the Patriots' ability to cover guys downfield because they have so many great elite defensive backs will allow them to bring extra pressure off the edge and blitz opponents, kind of like they did in the Super Bowl versus the Rams. You know, Michael Bennett, a very good pass rusher. Chase Winovich is turning heads in training camp. And then again, when I look at the Patriots schedule, they are pretty much a lock to win 12 games, guys. At the Texans, at the Eagles, at the Bills, and at the Ravens. Those are their toughest road games. I expect them to lose only 2 of those games at max. And then they get the Chiefs at home. They get the Cowboys at home. And they get the Browns at home. Unless Tom Brady absolutely falls off a cliff, this team is going back to the Super Bowl. And again, Bill Belichick, even last year, Tom Brady only threw 2 touchdowns to 3 interceptions in the playoffs last year. Tom Brady was not very good in the playoffs, and the Patriots were still able to win games, okay, in the playoffs. Okay, we are done talking about the AFC. Let's get on to the NFC. For me, the Philadelphia Eagles will make the Super Bowl this year. I have the Philadelphia Eagles meeting the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl, okay? I absolutely hope I'm wrong because I'm a Green Bay Packers fan. I want my Packers to get in the Super Bowl this year and win the Super Bowl. I do think for the foreseeable future, though, that Aaron Rodgers will get him another ring by the time he retires. But again, we're getting a little bit off topic. You know, I hope the Packers win the Super Bowl this year. I have them in the playoffs at 10-6 or 11-5. I think they'll win 10 or 11 games. I like what the Packers did in the offseason. I think we returned to playoff form this year. But getting to my point, I got the Eagles getting to the Super Bowl. The Philadelphia Eagles, to me, they are just loaded. They have so much talent on that team. They're the best team in the NFC on paper, at least, as far as a roster standpoint goes. One of the best defensive lines and offensive lines in all of football. Andre Dillard, a guy they drafted out of Washington State, is arguably the best offensive lineman coming out of that draft. He's not even going to start this year, potentially. That shows you how loaded the Philadelphia Eagles offensive line is this year, guys. Their offensive line and defensive line is loaded. Malik Jackson, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, Vinny Curry, Derek Barnett. Their defensive line is loaded. They're going to have a top 3 or 4 defensive line in all of football. Their secondary suffered a lot of injuries last year, but again, they get a lot of those players back. Ronald Darby, Sidney Jones, Malcolm Jenkins, some very key players in that secondary that should contribute this year, okay? And the Eagles, to me, are going to have one of the 5 best offenses in all of football. I love the Philadelphia Eagles offense. Their wide receivers are elite, guys. Deshaun Jackson, Alshon Jeffrey, Nelson Aguilar, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, a guy out of Stanford that I like. You know, Deshaun Jackson really adds a new dynamic to this team. Last year, the Philadelphia Eagles did not consistently have a deep threat wide receiver. Now they have a guy in Deshaun Jackson that can take a top off a defense. You got players like Alshon Jeffrey and J.J. Arcega-Whiteside that are great jump ball wide receivers. And then you got guys like Nelson Aguilar and, some other great players that can work the slot. Okay, so you have a slot wide receiver, you have a jump ball wide receiver, and you have a deep threat wide receiver, okay? Not to mention Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert to work the middle of the field at tight end. I mean, Zach Ertz is arguably one of the 3 best tight ends in all football, guys, and Dallas Goedert is a stud, young tight end that can block and catch passes, okay? So again, the Philadelphia Eagles offense is loaded. Not to mention they have 3 or 4 legitimate running backs. Jordan Howard, Miles Sanders, Darren Sproles, who they can use in a lot of great packages, and Josh Adams, guys. This Philadelphia Eagles backfield is loaded with great elite players in their backfield to run the ball, to catch the ball out of the backfield. I love this team. And Doug Peterson, to me, is the second best coach in all of football behind Bill Belichick. He does not get enough credit for what he's done these past couple years. The ability to win, multiple ways with Nick Foles as your quarterback, okay? To switch from mid-season, to win with a backup quarterback, a Super Bowl, guys. Doug Peterson is an excellent coach. He gets the best out of his players, and he is great at, making halftime adjustments and making in-game adjustments on the fly. Doug Peterson does not get enough credit for how good he runs this Philadelphia Eagles team. I had the Philadelphia Eagles making the Super Bowl. I had the New England Patriots making the Super Bowl. I think this is going to be a collision course this year. I understand Carson Wentz's health is a concern, but guys, even last year, pretty much without a deep threat, guys, and with being banged up last year. Carson Wentz was banged up and not fully healthy last year. The guy still completed 69% of his passes, 21 touchdowns to 7 interceptions in 11 games played, guys, and a passer rating well over 100. Carson Wentz, to me, this year is my pick to win NFL MVP. I think he will ball out this year, and I have the Patriots and the Eagles meeting in the Super Bowl. So now, who do I pick to win the game? This is tough. This is a rematch from a couple years ago. Obviously a little bit different now that Nick Foles is not going to be the starting quarterback. It'll be Carson Wentz, assuming he is going to be healthy. This game could go either way, in my opinion. But I have the young buck, Carson Wentz, and the Philadelphia Eagles beating the New England Patriots this year in the Super Bowl in 2020. I believe the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl. To me, the talent gap between both of these teams is very slim. I think the Philadelphia Eagles are just slightly more talented this year. And again, I think that at the end of the season, Carson Wentz will be playing like one of the 3 or 4 best players in all of football. He's going to have a special year. This is the same guy in 2017 that had an MVP level season, that would have been the MVP of the league, played at the highest level, okay? And to me, last year, I hate to say it, I hate to be this guy, but Tom Brady didn't look very good last year. In that Super Bowl that he won, guys, he only scored 13 points. Tom Brady's not... Okay, I'm not saying Tom Brady's not elite anymore, but Tom Brady's old, guys. You mean to tell me a 42, 43, whatever age Tom Brady is, year-old quarterback's going to win a Super Bowl? I get it. The Patriots are good, but I like this Philadelphia Eagles team. They're going to be... Listen, Philadelphia can win. Philadelphia can win in a multitude of ways. They can pound you running the football. They can, block you up front. They can score 30 or 40 points if they need to. They can beat you in a defensive shootout. And to me, Doug Peterson, this offense is going to be able to move the football on this Patriots secondary. Combine that with the fact that, Doug Peterson, this Philadelphia Eagles team has experience versus the Patriots. I really do think experience and lack of experience hurt the Rams in the Super Bowl when they faced the Patriots. Now they have a whole roster pretty much except Carson Wentz that has played the Patriots and seen them. And again, these teams are going to meet, I think, in week 13 or 14 of the season, something like that. So we'll have an accurate representation of how these teams will look if they play each other in the Super Bowl. But again, to me, it comes down to the quarterbacks. And yes, I know Tom Brady's arguably the GOAT, one of the best quarterbacks of all time. But to me, Carson Wentz is going to have a better season. I think this Philadelphia Eagles offense is going to be a little bit better than the Patriots. I think the defensive line of the Eagles just makes a play or two that the Patriots just don't make. And I have the young buck Carson Wentz and Doug Peterson winning their second Super Bowl in 3 years. And Carson Wentz will assert himself as being officially an elite quarterback in the National Football League. And this also, to me, will spark a potential dynasty for the Philadelphia Eagles. Be sure to comment where you agree with me and disagree with me. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. Tell me who your Super Bowl team is. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Be sure to comment your favorite team as well. I'd love to hear you guys' feedback and what you guys have to say in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video today. Be sure to smash this like button right now if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos weekly and almost every single day if I can. A fun fact about me is I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world. I want to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. Kind of like Colin Cowherd, Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp. You get the point. Okay, I want to do sports, television, and radio for a full living once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I currently am a freshman there right now. So the best thing you guys can do to just help me continue to grow as a young broadcaster is to just share this channel with all your friends, because potentially if this channel really gets somewhere, I want to start my own network, okay? Or potentially if it doesn't, or if I fall a little bit short, I want to go into a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. So the best thing you guys can do to just flat out just help me grow as a broadcaster, help me learn, get other people hip to this channel, just share this channel with all your friends, share this channel on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. Also, be sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. And once again, guys, just share this channel with everyone you know. Get everyone hipped and watching these videos. Get my voice out there and heard. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. It's been your boy Ghiman Mckinney, or you can just call me Juice. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in today. I really do. Have a God bless day. Stay motivated, you guys, and I'm out.